How's it, everybody? This is Dave from Dave on the Run. Today we're going to be talking about the Nike Alphafly Next Percent 2. Finally, I have got my hands on a pair of arguably the best shoes on the market. Right, from a product description point of view, you'll notice that there are changes to the version 1, but some of the key points about the shoe: it is a very light shoe, 227 grams. Some people say this is a bit heavier than other shoes. When you've got them on foot, you don't really feel the weight. So fairly light shoe. It's still got the atom on top, which is very light, very breathable, and literally you can actually see all the way through the shoe. You can actually see all the way through, so you can notice that it's actually quite a breathable top. It has got ZoomX foam, 40 mils in the heel, 32 in the forefoot, which still makes it race legal, giving you an 8 mil drop. Obviously, you've got your AirPods, you've got your plate, which is right underneath. You see it from underneath the shoe. It's got quite a good grip on the forefoot and on the heel section. Yeah, there's not much to it really. I think one of the changes they've also made is the heel. You'll notice that they've actually put in a sizable heel, which has got elastic around it and also some foam around the back. Very difficult shoes to get into, I must say that, but once you get used to just pulling it apart like this, you actually just slip your foot in. Once your foot's in, you don't even feel that you need to actually tighten the top. But don't make that mistake. The first time I ran in them, I didn't tighten this very tight over the top, and you can actually feel your foot slipping forward if you don't actually lace it up properly. I'm going to go into some of the positives and negatives of these shoes. Let's start with the positives. Number one, you're able to hold a really good pace. So I found that once I locked into a pace, let's say it's 5 minutes a K, I could hold it for a reasonable amount of time. The shoe does allow you to run at that pace and actually really effortlessly. So that's one thing I really love about these shoes. The second one, it is very responsive, and so when you basically load the shoe, you feel the actual AirPod and the plate working together to actually allow you to really push off and to respond if you want to pick up the pace. And so I really love that about this shoe. The third one is it's got it's ZoomX foam, so it is very accommodating. So it is really soft. You don't feel the effects of that run 2-3 days down the line. So from a negative perspective, I think the first one is the price. So at 5,800 Rand, it is very pricey, and I don't think many people would want to go out and actually put so much money into a pair of running shoes, especially since many of the other shoes that are out there, racing shoes, you can pick up for about 3,800 to 4,500 Rand. I've seen some discounts on some of the shoes down to even 2,400 Rand for race shoes. So you could pick up two pairs of shoes for the price of one of these. The second one is it is got a very limited use. So if you're going to spend that amount of money, mostly I think you're going to get the most benefit out of these shoes for 21Ks up to marathon. The problem is, because of the use case of the shoe, you can use it for a 10K. I've used it for a park run. I've done a park run and it feels good in a park run, but really the benefit you're going to get out is the longer distances, and really that use case is kind of a narrow use case for the amount of money you're going to spend on these shoes. On the whole, with these shoes, I really feel it's like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it, and I'm somewhere in the middle on these shoes. I really love these shoes because I love the fact that you're able to run at a decent pace and hold a decent pace. That the first time I put the shoes on, I was like, wow, amazing. The part that I didn't like in the shoe is I felt that my foot slipped a bit in the shoes. So as I was running, I felt my foot slipping and my baby toe hitting towards the end, especially when I did a 21K race. Now, I need to race a bit more in them to actually just see if it's how I set out the laces, how I tightened it up. And so there's a bit more that I need to do in the shoes to actually make sure of that. But that was just one that I was a little bit like disappointed. Hi, this is Dave. See you on the run.